Hello YouTube, Slate Warrior here with a discussion video. This will be my first, little standard discussion after I have come back from the long span of me not making videos because my computer was broken. I'm sorry about the last video. My hair was kind of scruffy, but I got a haircut today, so no more of that. Today's discussion is going to be a video response to a video made by one of the contestants from The Next Great YouTuber. This was his video on his channel, though this wasn't his entry video or anything, but the YouTuber weryugioh made a video about a week ago about how he thinks that this format, the game was just a little bit stale for him, and he said that it might be in part because he's just busy, but I agree with him. The format is so wide, it's so open, there are so many decks, but just the new things that are coming out aren't appealing to me. Now what I mean by this is that the new releases, the OCG things that are coming out, Star Seraph, Shadows, Yang Zing, just the things that are supposed to be new and interesting for Yu-Gi-Oh players is just not for me right now. I've been interested by new cards coming out in the past. I've been interested when we got the new OCG releases and the set lists, and I'd get on Dueling Network and experiment with all the decks, but I just haven't been doing that since, I guess the last wave was, Shadows, Satellar Knights, Star Seraphs, and Yang Zing, and those are just some decks that I haven't been, interested in trying to work with. This isn't at all me stating that I'm going to, quit anytime soon. I still have my Chaos Dragons and Evil Swarm, which are some decks that I'm trying to build, and I have, other decks that I use on Dueling Network just fine. I enjoy using gadgets on Dueling Network, so yeah, there's Dark Worlds is a deck that I'm kind of getting into. I know you guys don't like that. And there's always Reverse Burn, which I've been a fan of for a very long time. It's just that with the ability to play with all the new cards online, what you're kind of expecting is a whole new adventure in deck building, and that's just not something that I've achieved with this format. I just realized that if you rearrange the word stale, you get slate. Okay. But in terms of the TCG format right now, I think that it's great. I think that a ton of decks have the ability to compete in the meta right now. If you go to tournaments, when you see the lists of topping, you see a multitude of Yugioh decks, but besides that, you'll see 7 or 8 different decks in the rest of the top 16. So I think that in terms of the meta, this format is fine, but the format isn't really the thing that's stale to me. It's just the new things, the things that aren't out yet. So in terms of the meta, the new supposedly exciting deck is Hat, which became a thing when I wasn't able to make videos for you guys, so I haven't made a discussion about that, and I probably won't. It's a little bit old news now. Hat is exciting for some people because it's a deck that's not an archetype, which is what a lot of people don't like about Yu-Gi-Oh, is that it's so archetypical. Some other YouTubers that commented on his video had their opinions, and a lot of them agreed. Actually, I think pretty much everyone agreed except Kai, but Jeremy won. But a lot of people are feeling, stale with this format, or they have felt stale in the past about other formats, and I don't think that that is a thing that is, new to anybody. I think that every once in a while we get bored of Yu-Gi-Oh, and it isn't the fault of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's just that we're not into it at that point. And I haven't been dueling nearly as much as I had been in the past. 4 months ago, I dueled for, 4 hours straight, just nothing except being on Dueling Network and building decks, and that's what I do for my day. But I've been spending a lot more time just kind of researching the meta and watching YouTube videos, looking at new YouTubers, and especially that Next Great YouTuber competition. I think it's great. weryugioh mentioned that part of him not being interested maybe because he's just busy for the summer, and I guess that could be the case for him. But that's not really the case for me. I really relate it strictly to the fact that the new cards that are coming out do not interest me. A thing that he mentioned was that he feels like now that he's kind of an established YouTuber, that he feels like he needs to be into the game. He needs to be knowledgeable about the up-and-coming, meta occurrences and such, and the new things that are happening in the game, what's good and what's not. And I agree with him. I know I'm not as big a YouTuber as him, I'm not even close. I'm like a 10th of his subscribers, but I feel that way too. I feel like if I'm going to be a YouTuber, that I should be knowledgeable on what's going on, and in part of that I should be dueling, and that is a thing that I'm just not doing. And I think that I make up for it with the amount of YouTube that I watch, so I can see other people duel and what's going on with them. But it just feels a little bit empty. I'm making a YouTube video about Yu-Gi-Oh without actually playing the game as often as some people. I don't know if you guys can hear there's the bell going off for 7 o'clock, as well as like a fire alarm. So in addition to what I was saying before, the format right now in the TCG, the meta, is extremely balanced, and it's great, and I love it. But I think for me to get interested in the game, we're gonna have a really huge ban list, and I'm gonna be making a ban list prediction video for you guys. And I'm completely taking this idea from weryugioh. He said that he's gonna need a really drastic ban list, and I agree with you. I loved his video. That's why I'm making this response. because I think that if they unban or move up enough cards on the list, then it will just change the playability of certain decks like Blackwings and Glads. I think if they made a few adjustments to where their cards are on the list, that they could just become tier 1.5 or tier 1, and I think that would be a great thing for people like me who are just bored with what's going on in the meta right now. He said that he got back into the game. When I say he, I'm talking about We Are Yu-Gi-Oh! He said that he got back into the game through Legendary Collection 3, and I just wanted to point out that I got back into the game not from a set, but rather from a YouTuber, Your Yu-Gi-Oh! Channel. I talked about this before, but I think the fact that some people that are like me who have been in the game for not as long, but they played when they were little, I think that's a really cool thing, how just the way Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, how one thing can just strike your mind and you just get back into the game like I did, and I think that's great. Alright, so yeah, what do you guys think about this topic? Do you think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has ever gotten stale for you? I know a lot of people have probably already seen the We Are Yu-Gi-Oh! Video, you probably already commented on that, but if you haven't, or you just want to rephrase your opinion, go ahead and do so in the comment section. And I just want to make sure I give a big shout out to We Are Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll be linking his channel in the description, but he is the reason that I made this video. His video just sparked so much interest from me, so you guys should definitely go check out his channel. He's great, his discussions are really cool, his dev pro duels are interesting, and he has a really high quality camera unlike me. I just use my webcam here. So yeah, definitely go look at him. He big ups to him. He's doing great in the next Great YouTuber competition, and I look forward to watching more videos from him, and you guys should too. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and like I said, comment down in the comment section below, favorite it if you liked it that much, and share it with your Yu-Gi-Oh! Friends if you want, and I'll see you later, YouTube.